Hello, everyone. It's Tio speaking. We got another episode today of the Ionia News Show. To next to me, we got Gio.
Hi guys, welcome back.
Awesome. Yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it here. So we're going to be going over various things going on the server today. Keep it pretty informative. We're not going to do any commercials or anything. We're just going to go straight to business. We got a lot of cool things to talk about. But first, you should all know I told you guys that over the weekend we were going to start the tourney registration. I apologize for that. Gio and I both got pretty busy with work over the weekend. However, we do have some time tomorrow. So, tomorrow, as in Monday, a lot of you are probably watching it on Monday, so today we're going to begin the town tournament registration. So, Gio, what's an important thing for them to know about that?
But the time registration, basically, they need to get on the ball and go ahead and register as soon as possible because spots do fill up really quickly. The way we have it set up is that only 12 towns, as most people know, get to participate. And in the previous, last month, tourney, we filled up the spots in an hour, and before that, we have filled it up in under 45 minutes. So we do need you guys to go ahead and register. If not, you will be left out.
Yep, that he said it exactly right. Now, something else too, for those of you who might be hesitant on registering, I promise you have nothing to lose, okay? And everything to gain. So just for participating, your town automatically gets 20 bonus plots, okay? So again, that's 20 bonus plots. It doesn't matter what the results are. Your town will get 20 bonus plots just for participating. All you have to do is show up to your battles. You don't even have to bring armor. You just show up to your battles and you'll get those bonus plots. Now, on top of that, there's a variety of awesome prizes that you can win, as a lot of you guys now know from the last tournament. Um, and on top of that, if it's you might be thinking, well, it's my town's first month in this server. We just started. I can't win yet. Why would I join a tournament? Well, there's actually a Rookie Town of the Month award. So, if it's your town's first month, then you'd be competing for that against other towns who, for them, it's also their first month. So, there's really no need to hesitate, no reason to hold back, and everything to gain. So, you'll make sure you sign up if that's something you might want to do.
Can I go ahead and add something to you? I would like to also say that it is possible, as my town did this previous month, you can actually place in the top five and get rookie town. So don't think that, oh, just because it's my first tourney, I'm gonna suck. Whatever. Don't ever think like that because there's been towns before, and even one man towns such as Infinity City that they've gone and conquered, getting second place and rookie town of the month. So
Yep.
trust me, anything is possible, guys. Don't think because what if you show up, you only have five people, and the town you fought only had one person. You may win. So don't ever think, oh, you know what, I'm gonna lose automatically. Don't have that mentality, guys.
Yep.
Because trust me, you never know what will happen in the battle.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we've seen very small towns win. We've also seen big cities win, and that's really what we've designed this tournament to be. Is a tournament where, although of course big cities are going to have somewhat of an advantage, any size town, any age town can potentially win the tournament with the right strategy and the right people. So yeah, cool. So moving on here, moving on. Next thing we're going to talk about is where we're at with some of these updates. The biggest priority lately has been getting the spawn completely finished up, and we've actually made some really good progress on that. The spawn is almost fully functional and ready, so we're doing pretty good there. Now, the biggest thing that you guys should know about is the luxury shop is now up and available for use. So here, Gio, let's go ahead and head on down there real quick. Hold on just a sec. We're going to walk on down there. Hold on here. There we go. Just leaving the studio right here. And here, why don't we... I know it's not all totally necessary, but why don't we go ahead and take the rail station.
Go ahead and do that.
So, we could probably just walk down there, but I want to point this out. We actually have a subway station in the new spawn. Okay, so you can see there's various stops. Um, And inside these subway stations, we now have it set up so that you can click this command block here and it gives you a minecart. And this actually connects to the Ori rail, so you can actually ride this home to your town if your town is connected to the Ori rail. Alright, so yeah, now we're here at our location. So this is the stadium stop, but this one, pretty sure this one is close to our destination. Yep. So yeah, you can use the subway to get from point A to point B pretty quickly here in the new spawn. And that's actually part of why we don't have warps in the new spawn. We want you guys to be able to kind of immerse yourself in the new spawn and actually walk around it and explore it rather than just teleporting everywhere. So alright, so this is the luxury store right here. Again, it's kind of the larger store. It's got like the glass diamond look. Pretty cool. And here, what's on the bottom floor is pretty significant, but first we're going to talk about the stuff at the top floor here. So all these heads here, these heads you see, they're actually, these are what we call mini blocks, okay? And these mini blocks are great interior decorations. As you can see, like this one here's a computer. We got various like forms of the computer. It's pretty cool interior decorations. We got a couple different globes right here. Couple like fish tanks, little aquariums. I got a birdhouse, various forms of food. So you got like a hamburger. I think this is either like a tomato or a strawberry. Popcorn, ice cream sandwich, so on and so forth. Right. Over here, like this block isn't even supposed to be anything. It just kind of looks cool, looks kind of modern and fancy. We got some presents. This will be really cool come Christmas time. We'll probably actually have a sale. And you can see the prices are a little high, but that's because they're meant to be luxuries. These are things that you can spend your money on here in Ionia other than just like normal items, right? So some more variations of computers here. Got a clock. Pretty cool.
Oh man, you missed the best one.
This one here, for those who are wondering, this is actually a security camera. Um, yeah, and then of course, you can't leave out Mario and Luigi or Pokemon. You got like a Pokeball. I know Pikachu is in love with that. Yeah, very cool. So anyway, going back down here, there's some other cool stuff too. I mean, you can really spend a lot of money in this luxury shop. Honestly, you could easily dump a mill into this luxury shop. So you can talk to the realtor here. You can see he like says something to you. Hello, did you know that private land can be purchased here in Ionia, right? Then you click this button, it gives you a book, and it goes over all the prices and everything for real estate. A lot of you guys already know how that works, so we don't really need to get into it, but yeah, so hold on here. Oh, did I? Okay, good. Just wanted to check something there. So then we got the lore master. So you can now purchase, but basically you can now pay to have items get custom lore messages. The only restriction to this is that the lore messages cannot attempt to mimic that of a prize. Okay? So they can't mimic that of a prize, otherwise you can get custom lore messages. And for all of these, there's information on how to pay for that and how to obtain it. By just pressing these buttons, you can get a book, and then you can read the book. So it says in Ionia items of all kind, blah, blah, blah. So on and so forth. And then it goes over all the different prices. So there's actually like various different packages. Like if you just want to get one item with lore, costs 10,000. But then, more items is going to mean more money. So... Alright, so then over here we've got the marketer. Now this guy actually tells you about all the different options we now have for advertising. So if you look in this book here, you can see it says like Spawn Billboard, Main Street, $25,000 per month. So you can advertise anything. It's not just towns. If you have like a business you want to advertise, maybe there's an event coming up you want to advertise, it doesn't matter. Now generally they are geared towards towns, but again, like it could be a casino. You might be able to make a profit off of this if done right. But there's a lot of different ways that different people can get their names out there now. You can see these are all kinds of different like billboards and whatnot. And then, even like booths in the Ionia Hall, you can see it's based on location. And then we also have commercials for different shows. And the price of these commercials, some of you guys are probably wondering, like, why are the prices different for different shows? It's because some of our shows are more popular than others. So, our most popular show would be our event coverages, right? Those tend to get the most views and get people the most excited. So, they cost the most for commercials, right? And then, although not unpopular, our Ionia news show, that one's probably the least popular of the three. So it's, going to cost a little bit less. And we'll put on, of course, good commercials. They're not going to be like the goofball ones that we normally um, have. They would be serious commercials where we're, attempting to attract people to whatever your cause may be. So, something pretty cool there. Players can now spend their money on that, help get their name out there. Moving on, we got bonus plots. In fact, for a long time, we've actually offered a way for towns to purchase bonus plots from the server. We just haven't done very good at getting that out there to everyone. But you can purchase bonus plots, and again, there's a book that goes over all that information for you. So it's pretty straightforward. A lot of this. And then over here pretty soon, or I don't really know where we're going to put it, but at some point in the near future, you'll also be able to purchase bells for your town from this area. That's something that we're currently working on right now. It's part of the custom seasons texture pack that we're actively working on. Um, so yeah, do you have anything to add on the luxury shop, Gio?
Mm, oh, I just wanted to add that, even though some of these people may be thinking that it is a bit expensive, it's an investment for the long run. If you purchase now, let's say private land or advertisements, like you said, you're more than likely going to make a good profit. So,
Yeah.
think for the future. That's basically all I really got to say.
Oh, okay. Well, and keep in mind, the luxury shop is a place for the rich players to spend their extra money on, right? Like, it's not designed to be cheap. This ain't cheap shit.
Exactly.
So, cool, cool. Well, anyway, moving on here. So we got that done. And then I guess the last thing worth mentioning here is just that we also have the library finished as well. So if you come on over to the library. So we don't have books just yet. I know that's kind of disappointing. We're going to be adding a whole bunch pretty soon. But as it stands right now, if you simply put your book in this dispenser right here, if you just simply, or sorry, this hopper, if you just put it in, it's going to be put into a chest we have, and we're going to make a whole bunch of copies of it and put it in these bookshelves. And then, of course, we'll put a sign up and label it, okay? So if you've ever written books, there's a ton of you guys I know who have written really cool books for the server. We don't really even have any screening process. Like, as long as it's a legitimate story and it's not just like a bunch of random numbers and letters, we will approve of it, and we will share your book with the rest of Ionia. And, yeah, it's just kind of a cool way to express yourself, something fun to do. Some people are into it, some people aren't, but that's how the library works. And then, of course, we got the librarian here. He's gonna both welcome you and nag you as you're in the library, of course, just like any librarian would do. You got Sebastian exploring the library, so he's kind of a nerdy guy. But yeah, so yeah, do you have any commentary on that, Gio?
I just want to say that this place looks amazing. I hadn't actually seen it finished, but it looks great. Like kudos to Squid and the build team and whatnot, because it really came out amazing.
Cool. Cool. Well, yeah, man. Let's go ahead and head back to the studio now here. All right. Hold on. We're gonna end up fast forwarding through this part anyway.
Yeah.
So.
And there's a restart coming up, so.
Oh, are you serious? Oh shit! I never even ended the old video. Okay, I'll just.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'll just edit that part out. So,
How funny.
all right. So we're back in the studio now. So yeah, that's pretty much it for what we've got finished up in the spawn now. So basically, we got the rail working. You guys can travel that. We're gonna still make a little fixes with Craftbook, make it so that the rails go full speed. Some of you've probably noticed the rails are going a little bit slow. We're gonna get that fixed pretty soon. Aside from that, we got the library up and going. Be sure to fill that up with your books and everything. And of course, we've got the luxury shop with all the nice luxuries available. More luxuries to come, such as the bells for town. Pretty cool. I don't know. For those of you who haven't heard about that, the way it works is pretty simple. You'll be able to purchase town bells, and the bells can be set to go off at a particular timing, and people within a radius of the bell can hear the bells go off. So, kind of a cool thing there. What do you think about that, Geo?
That's actually going to be really interesting, because now you'll be able to know like Minecraft time, like more or less what time is it during the day, and it's just going to add like an overall more realistic effect on top of all of that to the server.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep. So yeah, there are of course still a few things to come with the update. We are getting down to the nitty gritty. Of course, there's still very mild bugs to be fixed. That's probably going to last at least a few more weeks. Again, we're still kind of ironing out the little details. Aside from that, we're still working on the seasons one. I apologize, we are running a bit late on the seasons update. That's just because we got something really awesome in mind. And when we roll it out, we want it to be really high quality. We don't want to have to deal with some of the crap that we've dealt with some of the other plugins. Um, so yeah, we're just making sure that we get that fine tuned before we roll that out. Um, Aside from that, there's a few other little plugins that we're going to be adding. So, one that was suggested a while back that we still haven't gotten to was a custom music plugin. That one is on the way. It's very awesome. Basically, it takes the Minecraft note blocks and it makes custom music with that, from what I understand. And I think you can even like make discs and stuff with it. To tell you the truth, I don't know a whole lot about it just yet. I've only kind of briefly skimmed over it, but it is very, very cool. Again, it allows you to make custom music in Minecraft. So we're definitely going to be getting that. And aside from that, this one I'm pretty excited about from a staff perspective, but I think players will like this as well. We're getting a ticket system that makes it so that if you have a problem or if you need help from an admin or whatever, it doesn't really matter what it is. If you need help from staff, you'll be able to file a ticket and it'll actually automatically pay that staff member who helps you with that ticket when they get to it. So I think that'll overall make it easier for people to get what they need from staff, and it'll also reward those staff members who are getting more done than others. So yeah, that's pretty much what we got coming up as far as the update goes. Getting down to the last bit of it. Do you have anything more to add on that, Geo?
No, that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
Kind of covered everything already, so.
cool. Well, moving on here, just a fair reminder. Tomorrow, Monday, we're going to be evicting anyone from the mall who has not yet filled up their shops. We did give you guys a warning on the forum that if you haven't, filled up your shop with at least some product by Monday, you guys are going to get booted from your stall. Now, don't get me wrong, you can always, come back and, re-rent your stall. However, you won't get a refund for your previous rent, and of course, you will have to fill up that shop at some point. So, if you haven't already, be sure to do that. I'm probably going to start, replacing some of the shop owners probably sometime tomorrow mid-afternoon. So, again, make sure you get that done. And then the last thing to mention here is that we have collected a lot of ideas for the Halloween event. Okay, you guys have come up with a lot of really awesome ideas. I'm so glad that we, asked you guys for your input because boy, like we couldn't have come up with those ideas on our own. It's a lot of really great stuff. So thanks again for doing that. We are going to be going over them and discussing how it's all going to play out and deciding what exactly the Halloween event's going to be using your guys' ideas. So over the next couple days, you can expect an update on that. We'll probably make a video going over what the day is going to be like. If not a video, there'll at least be a forum post. So stay tuned for that. And Gio, do you have anything left to add for today's episode?
Mm, no, that's all about, basically we're all going to cover for today.
Cool, cool. Well, awesome. Well, until next time, thanks again for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, thanks again.
Have a good one, guys.